Good evening. My name is Jean Reynolds, and I have the wonderful pleasure of supervising performing arts programs in Pinellas County Schools. Welcome to our All-County Orchestra concert. This is the first of 4 major all-county concerts. Tomorrow we present all-county chorus at Ruth Eckerd Hall, and next Monday we'll be back here to present our all-county band concert. We are here tonight to celebrate orchestra programs that are thriving in Pinellas County Schools thanks to you and the support of the referendum, and thanks to outstanding music educators who I invite to the stage. It's hard to get them to come out. Come on, so we can thank them properly. These are the magic folks that make it all happen, and I am so honored every day to work with them. The only time I could get them out is at the beginning of the program because they have so much to do, which is what they'll go off to do now. So did you know, you guys can exit the same way. I'm not sure that you realize that many of these orchestra teachers also teach band, so they'll be with me next week, and they're all tomorrow night at chorus. They are very dedicated folks, and we are so fortunate to have teachers of this caliber in Pinellas County Schools. I think of them as being extraordinary professionals who can kind of leap tall buildings in single bound. And we are here in this magnificent hall thanks to our generous sponsors, Pinellas County Music Educators Association, Duke Energy, BB&T Bank, the City of St. Petersburg, the Pinellas Friends of Arts Education, the Mahaffey Company, and of course, Pinellas County Schools. Without them, we wouldn't be in this wonderful hall. And there are always a few guardian angels that really make it happen. And one of my, there's someone I admire so much and has done so much for us. And his name is Marcus Green from BB&T, and he's a founding member of the Pinellas Friends of the Arts Education. Please welcome Marcus Green.
Good evening, folks. On behalf of the business community and the City of St. Petersburg, and the music educators, and you parents, and other family members providing all the transportation and logistical support that helps these wonderful students have the ability to be here tonight and perform for us. You know, there's so much good information out there these days about how involvement in the arts and music improves the educational experience and makes our communities a better place to live. So we thank you, the folks in the audience, the family members, and most of all, the students here on the stage tonight. So thank you very much, and certainly enjoy the show.
Thank you, Marcus. If you haven't done so already, I think you know the drill. Make sure you take a moment to silence all cell phones. You won't want to miss one note. And watch real carefully to make sure the conductor's arms come down before beginning your thunderous applause. Tonight, I'll be sharing my emceeing duties with my colleague, Ms. Pam Richardson, the president of the Pinellas County Music Education Association. Please welcome to the stage, Ms. Richardson.
You are in for a treat. Our other all-county concerts often involve middle and high school students only, but tonight you will hear the full progression of music education from elementary through high school. It gives me great pleasure to introduce all elementary all-county orchestra. This small but mighty group of students represent string programs in our elementary schools. Our coordinator for the orchestra is Steve Visnage. Mr. Visnich is the string teacher at Perkins Elementary and has done an outstanding job, not just coordinating our elementary ensemble, but also helping to coordinate additional duties behind the scenes. And we are so appreciative. Our conductor for the Elementary All-County Orchestra is Miss Rebecca Chambers. Miss Chambers is one of our very own and has been teaching strings in Pinellas County for over 10 years. She is a master teacher and an accomplished violinist, and we are so fortunate that our students have had the opportunity to work with her. The Elementary Orchestra is accompanied this evening by Deanna Wittstrup from Perkins Elementary. There are changes to the order in your program, and the songs will be performed as follows: Morning Lights, then Rainbow Serenade, and then Rustic Dance. Please join me in welcoming Miss Rebecca Chambers and the Elementary All-County Orchestra.
want to thank you and thank Pinellas County Schools for inviting me to conduct this wonderful group. I've seen elementary grow over the years, and we just keep pushing that ceiling up with the literature. And I want to thank you, parents, for the support that you give your children to let them learn and grow and love the arts. And again, I'm just so thankful to be here. Thank you.
Wasn't that wonderful? What a wonderful performance, and what a wonderful clinician. Thank you so much, Ms. Chambers. What you may not realize, Ms. Chambers has been with us for, as she said, 10 years. And as you hear the high school perform tonight, some of those students sitting there were sitting here when Ms. Chambers taught them. So what a wonderful thing about an articulation concert is you can hear elementary, middle, and high. And we are so fortunate to have someone of Rebecca Chambers' caliber on our staff. You know, great music programs grow not only because of incredible community support, but also because of amazing school leaders. I've had the privilege of traveling throughout the state and the country, and I can tell you without a doubt, Pinellas County has the best school leaders, district leaders, school board members, and an outstanding superintendent. You know, we are honored to have with us tonight many of those leaders, principals, assistant principals, and district staff, all of whom are invaluable to our programs. I'd like to ask all district and school administrators to please stand if we might have some house lights, and we could just applaud you because we really appreciate your efforts. Thank you so much. It really is, it is amazing what people do at the district level as well as at the school level. If you've been to an all-county concert before, you may have heard me say that the orchestras, it's the referendum built. We are so fortunate that our community values the arts, and we are so grateful to all of you and the entire community for so enthusiastically supporting the referendum. It will come up again for a vote this year, but the orchestras really are, I call it the orchestras that the referendum built. We are honored to present a concert like this one tonight, showcasing a return on your investment. 4 years ago, we premiered a high school orchestra, a full high school orchestra, meaning string instruments plus percussion and wind instruments. And for the past 3 years, we've partnered with the Florida Orchestra to share 2 teaching artists in our schools. And those 2 women have been incredible about making this evening come to pass. They've worked with students, they're in our schools, they make tremendous difference. And the growth in the programs is exciting. None of this would be possible without your great support. As you see us swapping the stage over and getting ready to bring our middle school students on, let's take a look with all the work that our elementary and middle school students did to prepare for tonight.
The best part is the adventure and having fun and with your classmates and meeting new people.
Playing the violin, it makes me feel like big and mighty and like powerful, and it just makes me feel grand.
When I play the violin, it makes me express my feelings.
The importance of the all-county concerts really is to kind of share with the community all the good work that's going in our schools with the teachers and the students. And without this concert, it's sometimes difficult to share that with such a broad audience. And this is just a great opportunity, especially at the Mahaffey Center, to do that. What I hope the kids learn from this is that sense of responsibility that they have to the entire group.
I hope to learn mostly how to play in a group for when I'm older.
Being a member of the All-County Orchestra, it's an opportunity to play in front of all these people and all of these wonderful people that are watching.
1, 2, 3.
The importance of the all-county concert is it gives our students that want to grow as musicians the opportunity to come together and meet other students like-minded, so they get that opportunity to be challenged. They start to build relationships and friendships among like-minded individuals.
It's fun, it's challenging.
I hope, as always, that it's a learning experience for them, but it's fun, that they'll always look back on being in middle school all-county and the fun that they had. So that's kind of always my really big takeaway, but at the end of the day, I hope they get that kind of real-world experience that allows them to go on and try this again at another level, and then maybe from there, try it at the collegiate level. So I love that they're building the experience and having a positive time doing it.
I hope that it helps me be able to be a music teacher to teach younger students. I mean, if you get the chance, just try out for the experience.
The middle school all-county coordinator is Keely Worley. Ms. Worley has been an outstanding leader for our middle school orchestra. Ms. Worley teaches orchestra at Seminole Middle School and Bowder Elementary. It is a privilege for me to introduce our middle school all-county clinician to you. Ann Parvette is a master teacher, and our Pinellas County teachers have raved about watching her work with our students. They have all learned so much from her. As you have seen in the video, the all-county experience is more than just a concert. This performance is actually the culmination of 3 transformative days of rehearsal. It has been an honor to have Ms. Parvette work with our students. There are changes to your program, and they are as follows. The Brandenburg Concerto will be played first, followed by a Ashokan Farewell Quartet. Third would be a Baroque Bagatelle. And then lastly, Tuxedo Junction. It gives me great pleasure to introduce the 2020 Middle School All-County Orchestra under the direction of Miss Ann Parvette.
I don't say a lot, but I do want to say what an incredible group of kids I've been able to work with the last couple days. I'm so proud of what they've accomplished. Thank you to their teachers who have given me such a wonderful group to work with this year. It's a pleasure to be here and work with these guys. We have 2 more tunes for you. If you like what you hear in the next tune, we have an encore for you. Our next tune is a modern piece, but written in the Baroque style, called Baroque Bagatelle. A bagatelle is either an old board game that pockets kind of like a little pool table, or it also means kind of a trifle, just a fluff. It's a fun piece. So we're having fun with this one too.
Thanks again to Ann Parvett and our middle school all-county orchestra. Amazing performance. It's just wonderful to see. Congratulations, students. Thank you also to Ms. Richardson for being such a fine co-host of our program this evening. The concert is being recorded by our talented colleagues in the Strategic Communications Department, and there's a link to that YouTube channel in your program, so your friends and relatives all throughout the country, actually the world, could watch the program. As we continue to transition to our next ensemble, I have some really great news to share. Two of our local legislators, Senator Darrell Roussan and Representative Ben Diamond, we will be transitioning to our next group, as you see. Two of our local legislators, like I said, Senator Darrell Roussan and Representative Ben Diamond, introduced new legislation called the Florida Seal of Fine Arts Program to recognize our high school graduates who attain a high level of skill in the fine arts. This legislation was being talked about throughout the state, but it was our legislators who wanted to be the sponsors. They understand how important arts education is to our community. The bill numbers are listed on the insert in your program, and these legislators truly understand the importance of arts education and the importance of events such as evenings like this. So we thank them. We're very proud that that came from Pinellas County. Our last clinician is a very sought-after clinician. So as they're making this transition, we'd like you to take a look at our students and teachers rehearsing and getting ready to work with Dr. Joella.
Being a member of the All-County Orchestra it's a great experience. You get to meet new people, you get to play new music. Sometimes it's harder than what you usually experience in high school. All the great musicians and all the determination and drive to get better, it's really refreshing.
All-County Orchestra just takes these kids to places that most of them just can't go in their day-to-day in their home schools. But each individual student had to audition, and they all have tremendous technique. They're all expressive. To get to this level, they have to individually have been very committed, taken private lessons, have spent countless hours and years honing their craft to be able to get to this level.
It's a great experience just getting to play with all these musicians around the county. It's interesting to hear what their schools are like, and I always love working with new clinicians every year.
Playing with a different conductor, it's always so great to see their different movements and their different interpretations. Like of even one piece that you've played since 3rd grade, you play now and it's always different with a different conductor, so it's really great. Ever since I started music in 7th grade, I would say that it's been very influential in my life. I've just grown with it ever since, and I can't really imagine life without it.
Music not only educates the intellect, but it's also an expression of emotions. It educates the emotions. It's physical. It's really what young people need to become well-rounded human beings.
If you play, you always get you get a broader sense of what's going on around you. So even in academics, like people don't think music is that important, but it heightens my skills really. It really helps me to focus more and just notice things that I wouldn't before.
To me, the best part of All-County is having actually the long rehearsals to spend dedicated only to music and to kind of get away from the world into music.
All-County Orchestra, I really love the consistency. I've been doing this since 5th grade and I'm a junior now, and I've been just amazed every single year. Different music, like I said, it's just so great to get you get your name out there, and it's just always so fun.
As you have seen in all the videos this evening, our coordinators are the glue that holds the all-county events together. They organize the rehearsals and the auditions, communicate with the conductors, and dutifully complete duties as assigned. This is certainly evident of the coordinator for our all-county high school orchestra. Steve Harris did a superb job in coordinating the school orchestra, just as Steve Visnage and Keely Worley did with our elementary and middle school orchestras. This year, All County High School Orchestra is under the distinguished direction of Dr. Laura Joella. Dr. Joella is the Director of Orchestral Studies at Florida Atlantic University. We have learned so much from her and hope to have her back to Pinellas to provide more professional development for our teachers. We're so fortunate to have a conductor and educator of her caliber work with our students. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Laura Joella and the Pinellas County High School All-County Orchestra.
Before we begin, I wanted to take a moment to say a couple of thank yous myself. Steve Harris has done such a wonderful job organizing this and making everything run so smoothly that I just wanted to add my thank you to all of those as well. Thank you, Mr. Harris. And I also want to recognize all of the music educators out there. The students on stage have been to only 4 rehearsals, and it's amazing to me that they are able to make such a high level of music, and without the wonderful music education that they're receiving at their home schools, something like this would never be possible. So I'd like to have the teachers stand once more so we can thank them for all of their wonderful work with these fantastic students. And one more thank you to all the parents and families out there who encourage these wonderful students in their music education, who drive them everywhere to lessons, to rehearsals, to concerts, and who give them their love and support. You have created wonderful musicians and fabulous people, and I've really enjoyed working with them. So let's hear it for you. Thank you. Our first selection is sometimes referred to as the Explosion Polka. This is the Thunder and Lightning Polka by Johann Strauss Jr.
exciting to be a part of a world premiere performance, and you are about to be a part of this. The Pinellas County Music Educators Association sponsors a student composition competition and offers a small monetary award for the winning composition. We are honored to announce that Andrew Blackett from St. Petersburg High School has won this competition. And we are very excited to announce that this is the second year in a row that Andrew has won this competition. Now, clearly, he has a bright future ahead of him. And tonight, we present to you Short Stories by Andrew Blackett for the very first time. Thank you so much, Andrew. And now the performance continues with March Slav.
Bravo, bravo, what a wonderful, wonderful performance. And thank you so much to Dr. Joella and our All-County High School Orchestra and all of our student musicians, clinicians, and all-county coordinators. We're so glad you were able to join us this evening. Just a little bit of housekeeping. You will need to meet your student backstage. They won't be exiting from the stage. But we thank you all so much for coming, and thank you for your unwavering support. Have a safe drive home. Thanks for coming. Good evening.